A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Still going. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy sliding out of the pocket. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 37. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's got it. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ty Chandler, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This defense for the Vikings, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
To the air, Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. To throw, Williams. That's complete. Romadunze. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Williams going to look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Why does this even have to happen? Why can't we score?
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The Vikings at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To the air with McCarthy. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hawkinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
It's 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ty Chandler. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now we just max protect that offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up. We'll soon find out.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson to return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Yeah, taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Chandler doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. It's a pickup of 6.
Now that was a designed run. Now remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
From the gun, here's Williams. Caught by Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing is Williams. That one complete. He finds Sharp. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. Looking to throw is Williams. A pass complete to Odunze. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
First down, Chicago.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, it's Williams. Coming across the formation and making the catch is Chark. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards there, a first down. To throw, it's Williams. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Williams. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you? This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
They run it with Chandler. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Takes it 3rd and 4.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards. Working out of the gun, Williams. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. From the 31, here's second down and 3. Here's McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
He finds his man complete. That's Chandler. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Escapes the sack. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Swift. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Looking to throw. Williams. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Santos with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now McCarthy. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught at the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Not like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He completes it to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. A give. It's Jacobs off the option. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. To the air, Williams. Flush to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw, Williams. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The offense is always trying to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And after the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Oh, it's some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To the air with McCarthy.
He finds his man, complete. That's Chandler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Back to throw. Williams. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Here's Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll bring him back within a point.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
On play action, McCarthy. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Williams throwing to start the drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The third quarter now at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That is caught. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10, and he'll get it inside the 35.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. On play action, here's Williams.
And he will find his man on the outside. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And they try to set up the screen, but that almost disaster as it falls incomplete. Very nearly a turnover, but it's 4th down.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On play action. Now McCarthy. Forced out to his left. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. McCarthy off the play fake. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
He finds his man, complete. It's Chandler. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to throw McCarthy. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Now Chandler.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Here's Chandler. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Here we go, 1st and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Chandler.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Ty Chandler.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Right after a break down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back to throw.
He's got the connection to Moore.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here's 2nd down.
He's back to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Now 1st and goal.
Back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
And no, it's incomplete. So they can't convert for 2, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Here comes 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
They knew how to quiet this rival stadium, Charles. I mean, not only did they get the win, but they get the win by taking